Yeah, as discussed about, okay, the difference between JDBC and Hibernate. Any questions? Anyone is the difference between JDBC and Hibernate? Okay, if you're okay with this, I'm going to start with simple Hibernate demo. The first one. Okay, now this Hibernate we can do with web-based application plus console-based application.
Console with
JDBC, same like JDBC only. But first we are working with console-based application. Okay, create a Maven project. Is it clear now? Maven project. Second one, add required dependencies. Okay, third one. Okay, create a Java class. Sorry, create Hibernate configuration file. It's a framework or not?
yes.
Okay, each and every framework will contain configuration file. Spring will contain Spring configuration file. Fourth one, create a Java class. Only one-time activities, not more than that. Fifth one, okay, create a mapping file, Hibernate mapping file. Sixth one, testing class. Okay, all are one-time activities. Am I clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll try now. Okay, now close this, close on. Okay, file, new, Maven project. Okay, next, archetype, next. Okay, com.info.hib. Okay, let it be com.info. Right, artifact ID. I can say now html. Hibernate demo. I'll try this html. Dot finish. Okay, you guys are with me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Project. 1 minute. 1 minute. Space. Yeah.
Sir, we're not able to see the screen.
Now?
Yes.
Now you're able to see? Yeah. We created the project. I don't want this now. I'm going to remove this now. Yeah. Which one? Go to the Maven repository. Okay. You are adding the Oracle jar file with Maven repository, or you're adding manually?
Manually.
You're not adding, you're using jar at 11G only, right? You can add Oracle 11G, right? It's not working.
Actually, I'm using MySQL servers.
MySQL is very easy, na? MySQL is the sense MySQL jar file is there, na?
Yes, sir.
MySQL connector. Enter. Are you able to see the first one? Okay. Take it of
Yes.
5.1.43 and you can use, na?
Okay, sir.
When you're using the Maven, try to use always pom.xml only. Don't do anything manually. Okay.
Okay, sir.
I'm using 10G, Oracle 10G that we cannot find. We cannot find here. Even if you find it is like a third party, not from the Maven. That's what I'm going with. You guys are with me? What I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Please try to use that. Okay. Now I'm going to type the Hibernate core. In the Hibernate core, I'm going with the latest version, 5.2.10. Or if it is not coming there, we can go with the different one also. That's up to you. 5.2.1. We'll try. Copy these dependencies. In the Maven dependency, how many jar files? Observe guys. In Maven dependency, how many jar files?
Only one.
Only one. Now observe this now. Now observe this. I added only one dependent. Now observe this. How many jar files will come? Are you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All dependents came. For you, it will take some time because already I downloaded. Okay, in the previous class, so that it came quickly. Is it clear now? Yeah. Next.
Yes, sir.
Second step is also done. Now I'm going with the configuration file. when you are doing the configuration file, okay, in the src main itself, right click, new, okay, just go with other. It's an XML file. XML file. This XML file name should be hibernate.cfg.xml. Okay, now come to this place, our notes place. Where's our notes? Did I close or what? Yeah. Okay. Now coming to this now, Hibernate configuration file. This file name will be hibernate.cfg.xml. Here .cfg is not extension mark. The file name itself is hibernate.cfg. It is standard name. CFG stands for configuration. It is standard name. Can we change this name? Yes. I can write kiran.xml. You guys are with me? I can write horseshoe.xml. Okay, I can write hibernate.xml also. Hibernate.xml is different, hibernate.cfg.xml is different. Okay, but can we give our own name? Yes. But which one is the standard name? The first one is standard name, hibernate.cfg. Okay, CFG stands for configuration. Am I clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, this way. But what it contains? It contains information about, look at now, it contains information about, database. Is it clear now? It contains information about database. Okay, now 1 minute, I'll be online. Yeah, hello, you guys are with me? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, okay, now configuration file will contain what? Information about the database. Is it clear now? Okay, now we'll see that.
Yes.
Now this is an information. Look at now, just I created one configuration file now. This configuration file, okay, is an XML file. Is that clear now? It's an
Yes,
XML
sir.
file. But already I told you this XML file will follow the naming convention as okay, either DDD or schema. You remember that? When we use
Yes.
Hibernate, sorry, Spring, we have used the schema. Here we are going to use DDD. Okay, DDD stands for document type definition. It's ready when it's available. Okay, in Spring, you remember that we have used STS tool, Spring tool suite. Yes or no?
Yes.
Same like here also we can use some tool called
Yes.
JBoss. We can use some tool called JBoss. The plugin we can use. It's a heavy plugin. Now I'm not using that. Okay, we can use the plugin and we can use. But what I'm going to do, I'm taking from the Google. Okay, now just type enter key. I'm going to open the Google. I'm taking the DDD from the Google. Are you able to see here which release repository? Which release here? Read it.
JBoss.
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 Okay, Hibernate came from JBoss. Okay, Hibernate configuration file. Just open it on one way with things. Come down, come down. Okay, are you able to see? Just copy this. DTD schema extension is .xsd. Okay, this DTD extension is .dtd. Okay, are you able to see? Hibernate-c configuration .dtd. Yes or no? Okay, now what it contains,
Yes.
I told you, either schema or DTD will contain, okay, the tags which we are going to use in XML, which contains the rules. Inside this, there's a root tag is called Hibernate configuration. What is the root tag? Hibernate configuration is the root tag. Coming to the Spring, okay, based on the schema, the respective root tag. Coming to the web.xml, web.xml root tag is what? Web app.
Web app.
Okay, now Hibernate configuration subtag is called session factory. The session factory represents, keep in mind this, the session factory represents, okay, one database. Either it can be Oracle database, MySQL database, another database. And the beauty of Hibernate is the same program we can execute for multiple databases. But in the databases, it might not possible. Okay, we'll see that one also, session factory. Now look at now, inside the session factory, what we can use? Property we can use, mapping we can use, you guys are with me? Event we can use, listeners we can use. These are all tags we can use inside the session factory. Now the session factory is a subtag. Inside the session factory, there is something is like property. Are you able to see? Property name and value. Now what are the property names? Okay, the property names we'll see now. Now in the Hibernate, already I told you, we are not writing any queries. Even database table also we will not create. That is created by the system Hibernate framework by default. Is that clear now? Okay, even table
Yes.
we will not create. For that, there is some property to create the table by default. Okay, we don't need to modify these all things, guys. Just type here. Okay, Hibernate properties. I'll show you how to do these all things, because all the things we are not discussing. Whenever we should be perfect with what the Google things. Okay, documentation. Look at now. I'm going to open some documentation. Are you able to see docs.jboss.org? It's coming from JBoss. Okay, coming to this, there are properties. Look at now. Property name. What is first property? Read it.
Hibernate connection driver class.
Hibernate dot connection dot driver underscore class. You remember? Have you heard about this property anywhere?
Yes.
Second, next property URL. Next property username. Next property password. Next property pool size. That's extra thing. Okay, come down. Username, password. Now come down. Something. What is this? Read it.
Hibernate dot dialect.
Dialect. Dialect in the sense, okay, it represents a relational database. Dialect means, in the Hibernate terminology, dialect means database. Which database we are going to use? Which database we are going to use? That's the one of the property that we need to specify. Okay, which database we are going to use? That's called property name. Hibernate dot, it's a predefined. Okay, it's all predefined properties. Now, which dialect we are going to use? Dialect means database. If you open Maven report dependencies, Hibernate core jar file, if you open this, are you able to see anywhere org.hibernate.dialect here? Okay,
Yes.
expand is, these all are databases. There is a database called abstract. There is a database called column areas, db2, derby. Okay, now h2 hsql, ingress, mysql. Are you able to see Oracle, Postgres, the SQL server? These all are databases. Database we are calling it's called dialect. Okay, which is represented in the form of dot class. Now I'm going to use Oracle dialect. If you are using MySQL, just go with the MySQL dialect. Are you following now?
Okay.
Yes.
Now just right click on this. Look at now, copy this. I don't want to copy this one. Copy qualified name. I don't want to type each and everything. Now just type here, paste it here now. Don't write any dot class. Remove this. Yeah. Any questions? This we need to specify. If it is a MySQL, just write here MySQL dialect. Clear enough? But I'm going to use a Oracle. That's what I'm going to use Oracle dialect. Any questions? Because which represents, because there can be multiple databases, right? We need to inform to the system that which database we are going to use. Hibernate framework, we are saying that. That's the first property. Second property. Okay, come down. There is a one property called where is the property? 1 minute. Come down, HPM to DL. 1 minute. HPM. Yeah. Are you able to say the one property called HPM to DDL dot auto?
Yes.
Okay, but this Hibernate is fixed because we are going to, these all are Hibernate properties. Okay, what values we can give? First value is what?
Validate.
Next,
Update.
update, next,
Create.
create, next.
Create drop.
These four values we can use. Okay, first copy this property. This is a property name. Don't give any spaces, guys. Okay, now as of now, just I'm going to write create. I'll explain to you. Meaning, which creates table automatically. If the table is not existing, it creates automatically. If the table is existing, it drops the table and creates a new table. Am I clear now?
Yes, sir.
If the table is already existing, it drops the table and creates a new table. There is one more thing is like update. It creates a table if the table is not existing. Okay, if the table is already existing, it updates the table. It will not drop. Are you following now? But create will generate always new table. Any questions? The two properties. Next property. Okay, now these properties you know. You guys are with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. The next property, these things. Look at now. Everything we're going to configure this now. Driver class. Okay, driver underscore class. Tell me. Oracle dot. Same thing. These already know. JDBC dot Oracle driver. Yes or no? Yeah. Next property. Observe this. Next property. What is the next property? URL.
Connection URL.
URL. Okay. Now take this. JDBC colon Oracle colon in colon @ localhost colon 1521 colon XE. Is that clear now? Next, username. Next property, the property name, username. Okay. Next, username. What is the username? System. You know these all things, right? You don't need to explain any
Yes.
explanation for this property name. Okay. One more thing. Password.
Password manager.
Okay. Manager. Yeah. Any question on this configuration file? This is another configuration file. 1521. Yeah. Is it clear now? That about third step. After this,
Yes.
we are writing one Java class. Right click, new class. Okay. I'm going to use. Do we have any customer table? Customer. Okay. Because already we are having the employee table, na? Same table I want to use. Customer. We drop the customer table or not?
Yeah.
Do we have any customer table now? No. Okay. I'll use the customer class. Customer, which contains customer number, customer name, table, price. Okay, introduction the customer, right product to be meaningful. Product price. Okay, I'm going to run default constructor, right? And I'm going to get some settings. Can I say it's a model? B.
Yes.
I'm done. Any questions on this case? Okay, now the fourth step is also completed. Now the last one is called mapping file. Go to the mapping file. Okay, in the same place. src main new class, not class. It's like some, again this is called other XML new. Okay, here the file name. What the class name we have taken now? What the class name we have taken? Product. Product.java. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Here the file name will be starting with your class name. Standard names I'm saying to you. Product.hbm. HBM stands for Hibernate mapping. .xml. Not tell me what is the file name? What is the file name? Mapping file name.
Product.html.
Product.hbm.xml.
File name is product.hbm. .xml is extension. Is it clear now? Can we change this name? Yes, we can change this name also, but I'm going with the standard name only. Okay, now what it contains? Hibernate configuration file will contain information about database. Yes or no? It contains information about, clear now? It contains information about table. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
It
Yes.
contains information about table. If you're having any questions, you can ask me now. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Right? Now I'm going to take now product.hbm.xml. Clear? Next, finish. Right? Now going to this place. Okay. Hibernate mapping file. Okay, it's having some DTD. Just copy this. Look at the last one. Hibernate-mapping.dtd. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We're taking some DTD now. Alright. Next. Inside this, there's a root tag is called Hibernate mapping. Inside the Hibernate mapping, the tag is called class. Okay. This class name. Okay, the name of the class. The name of the class is, tell me, fully qualified name, com.info. What is the class name? Product. It's a class name. How many properties it contains? How many properties we are taking? 3 properties. First
3.
property name is product number. Sorry.
C number.
change this. Okay, it can be C number also, but it's not meaningful, na? That's what I'm going to. We can write C number also, but we better write print P number. Source generate get sunset as select all. Okay. Yeah. What is the first property name? Product number. Yes or no?
P number.
Product P number.
Yes.
Okay. Now don't write any value. Next, one more property. P name.
P name.
Okay. One more property. Three properties. Okay. Price.
Right.
Okay. Still it's showing the error. Good to see. Still it's showing the error because okay. Already told you. We are creating the table or Hibernate framework is creating the table.
Hibernate.
Hibernate.
Is creating the table. When we are creating the table, if you want to give the primary key column, you can give. If you don't want to give the primary key column, don't give. That's up to you. But when Hibernate is creating, it follows some standard. Already I told you, as a standard, we should give one primary key column. Yes or no?
Yes.
One primary key column. Even the program Hibernate, whenever the Hibernate is going to create the table, it tries to create one primary key column, so that we need to tell that out of these three properties, which one is a primary key column. Okay, whichever you want to use as a primary key column, that one, don't write property tag, write like an ID tag. What is the tag? ID. Write the tag is called ID tag. Look at now, no error now. So that what happens, it creates one product table. It creates one product table. In the product table, okay, product number is a primary key column. Is that clear now?
Yes, sir.
And this product primary key column, I don't want to assign, it should generate automatically. If you want to generate automatically, just close the ID tag separately. Inside the ID tag, there is a tag is called generator. And you will see generator class. Just write here increment. There are multiple properties we can write. Increment we can write. Okay. Increment we can write. Assigned we can write. If you write assigned, we need to assign the value. Are you following now? We need to assign the value. If you write increment, it will be incremented automatically. I'll show you now. Any questions on this mapping table now? Mapping things. You guys are with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, this
Sir,
mapping
one
file.
doubt.
Yeah.
So in this case of increment, let's say suppose if you want to start from 1001 and so up
Yeah.
from there,
Then
we
you
do that.
then you should write your own generator class. We'll discuss that. We'll discuss that if time permits. We can start from,
Okay.
but whatever I have written now, it's starting from 1 onwards.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. We can start that one also. Yeah. Next. Okay. Now, once we written the mapping file, this mapping file we should configure into the configuration file by using the tag is called mapping tag. What is tag? Mapping. This mapping is having two things. Okay. Are you able to see one thing is like resource, another one is like class. Okay, but class we'll discuss later. Now we are going to use resource. Which file we are going to configure? Hibernate dot, not Hibernate. Tell me. Come on, guys. Product dot hpm dot xml. Anyone is having any questions? We need to configure this here. These are steps over now till this point. Anyone is having any questions on this? Hey, these all things are only one-time activity. Second time onwards, I will not explain these all things. Just copy paste I'll do. Only first program now, that's why it's taking this much time. Yeah, next. Okay, now I'm going to write a test class. Shall we write a test class now?
Yes, sir.
Test product. I'm going to test class now. Okay, otherwise instead of in the test product, I can write now insert. Okay, add product. Add product. Yeah, I'm going to take the main method. Yeah. Now, in this one, the first step we should do here, test class. Okay, need to load configuration file. Hey, we are doing the console-based application or web-based application?
Console based.
In the console-based application, everything we are doing. In the web-based application, we will not do these all things. Are you following, guys? Okay, in the console-based application, you will see only some features of advanced, not all the features. Okay, now first step. What we should do first step? Need to load configuration file. If you want to load the configuration file, we need to create an object for configuration. Configuration. What is the object? Configuration object. See here, there are two configurations, javax.security.auth.login. Second one is called org.hibernate.cfg. Which one you want to choose?
Second one.
Second one, always starting with Hibernate. Here we are letting the Hibernate configuration equal to new configuration. First we should create an object for this. After this, configuration dot, then what is called configure. Configuration dot configure. Okay, inside this we need to pass the configuration file name. What is the file name? Hibernate dot cfg dot xml. Is it clear now? Hibernate dot
Yes.
cfg dot xml. That file we need to load. Okay, but Hibernate.cfg.xml is a standard name or our own name?
Standard.
Standard name. If it is standard name, no need to mention. Not required. If it is your name, we need to specify. That is a major difference. Is it clear now?
Yes.
As a standard, I'm mentioning this. Once you load this, look at now, when you create a configuration object, I'm not loading, just I'm creating a configuration object, Java application. Look at now, it loads some files. It will stop here itself. Is it loading anything?
No.
No.
No. Okay, why? Why? It's looking for which one?
Property.
Hibernate properties.
Hibernate properties. Hibernate properties available in which file?
Configuration.
Configuration file. That we should look. It's expecting that file. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
You understood why I'm loading now?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what we are loading. Yeah. Now go to this place. Drop product. If there is any product is there, you want to drop table, right? Table product.
Sir, you said it will drop automatically. No, sir.
I'll come to that point. I'll show you that one also. Don't worry. Okay. Description. There is no product. Okay. Now, what I written here now? Create. Create in the sense to generate automatically. Now, what I'm going to do now? I'm going to add product. Right click. Run as Java application. It's loading, right? Still, it's not loading. Still, it's looking for the properties files. Property not found. Okay. What I'm going to do now? What I'm going to do? Yeah, we are loading that file. It's not taking that. I'll tell you. After loading this, I want to build a session factory. Configuration dot something is like build session factory. Now its actual database is going to be built because I'm going to add one more statement. Observe the comment lines. Are you able to see anything is loading now? Yes or no? It's trying to load anything or not?
It's trying to load.
Now it's trying to load. Okay, not production use. Okay, what's not production use? Okay, using Hibernate built-in is not production use. Unable to create requested service. Tell me which service is not able to create? Reddit, JDBC environment. Why it's not available? Already you know this one also. Unable to load the class. Which class? Why? Why?
Driver.
Oracle drive.
Why? What is the reason? We need
Build
to add the library file. Yes or no? Build,
Yes, sir.
configure, build,
Yes.
add external jars, OJDBC, open, apply, okay. Now run the program again. Now look at this now. It's loading properly or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, forget about the exception. This exception you need to bother about that. Okay, come down. You can read some messages here also. It's greetings and JDBC. What is my username?
System.
Password manager. It will not show. My password it will not show. / like this. What a default pool size is taking?
20.
20. That we can minimize that one also by using pool size attribute. Okay, Oracle dialect. It's going to use the Oracle dialect internally. Yes or no? And okay, now just go to this place. Any product table came?
Yes.
Yes.
Come on, guys. Any product table came or not? Okay, it creates
Yes, sir.
Yes.
product table. Forget about this exception. These exceptions are coming from 5.2.10. We'll see. We'll figure it out. It's trying to create one more time. That's what it's created. I'll figure it out why it's are coming. Just remove these exceptions as of now. Okay. Now. Okay. You want to see, but look at now. Did I generate any create query? Did I write any create query?
No.
No.
No. But who has generated create query?
Hibernate.
Hibernate. Okay. But I want to see that file. I want to see that file. 1 minute. Where is that? Okay. Now I want to see the queries which is generated by the system. Can we? Okay. There is something is like not this one. there is something is like show underscore SQL. Are you able to see one property called show underscore SQL?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just configure this into the Hibernate configuration file. One more property we are configuring. Hibernate dot show underscore SQL. By default it's false. I want to make it like true. Can I? Okay, right click, run as Java application. Observe this now. It drops the table and creates a new table. Observe this. Are you able to see, Anu?
Yes, sir.
It drops the existing table and it creates a new table. You guys are with me? Create
Yes.
Yes.
number, not null, product name, price, okay, precision. Look at the last one. What is this?
Primary key.
Yeah, it's generating this simple one. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now the product table is created. Now, next. Okay. What are the default column names? The variable names becomes column names or not?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. What is the size of the varchar to 255? Floating is 126. Yes or no? If you want to change those things, we can change. Go to the mapping file where we can change the table information. Mapping file. What is the default table name? Product. If you want to change this, you can write table. What is that? Table. It's a product. Now what is the column? Now by default class name becomes table name. Now what is the table name now?
PROD.
PROD. But I'm going to give I don't want to change just I'm going to the same name. Are you following this? Even you don't give this one, by default it's a class name. Okay. If you want to change your table name, okay, then you can write table. Are you following now? Next.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
By default PNGO is a column name. If you want to change that, okay, product underscore number. You can change this here also. Column name. Product underscore name. You want to change the size also. Length. By default 255. I want to change it to 20. Are you following now? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Go change it to 20. Here also I can change the column name. Product underscore price. Okay. We'll try to change this length. Maximum try to change. Something is taking. I'm going to take like a 10. We'll try. Okay. Again run this program. Right click. Run as Java application. See this? Drop the table existing, creating the new table. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, column names are changing.
Yes.
Look at the column names. Look at the column names. And varchar 2, how much is the size?
20.
20. Okay, integer float we cannot change because only the varchar we can change. Float it will take by default. And number also it will take by default. You guys are with me?
Yes, sir.
That's the case. This is the ways we are going to build the session factory. The moment you build the session factory, it creates a runtime, it creates a database environment or not?
Yes.
Creates database environment based on which file, based on data which from which file? Configuration file. Configuration file will you internal will use which file? Product mapping file. Yes or no? Okay. By using
Yes.
Hibernate configuration file, it creates a database environment. By using the mapping file, it creates table environment. Yes or no?
Yes.
This I'm going to place into one session factory. Session factory. Session factory. Is it clear now? I'm going to the session factory. On this session factory, we can open multiple sessions in order to perform some queries. We are opening the session. Already told you, okay, it's starting, it deals with session. Session. We can open multiple sessions. Once we open the session, we need to close the session. Close. Session factory dot close. Any questions on this now till this point? We can open multiple sessions. Next. Okay. Now I want to create one employee object. Employee, not employee, right? What's another object? Product equal to new product one dot set product name, not number. Okay, product one dot set price. Okay, here I'm going to write 56,000. Okay, done. I'm going to get one more product now. Product 2 equal to new product 2 dot, okay, set product name. I'm going to TV. Is it clear now? Product 2 dot set first price. I'm good at 24,000. Right? Okay. How many products we are creating now?
2.
2.
Products. There is something like session and session object. There is a method is called save. What is the method?
Save.
Save. Or the method is called persist. What is the return type of persist? Look at return void.
Void.
What is the return type of save? Serializable, meaning it returns some object. We'll come to that point later. Okay. Persist. Product 1. Okay. Now session dot. Okay. I can say persist only. I'll show you all the things. Product 2. Look at.
Sir, is this like commit?
It's like a not commit to things. It's like an insert query.
Okay, sir.
It's an insert query. I'll show you these all things. Now tell me what we have done the first step. We loaded the configuration file. Then we build the session factory. Then we open the session. That's it. Based on the session, we are invoking some methods on the product objects. Did I write an insert query?
No.
Okay, but it will show some exception. Just try to understand that. Java. You read the exception and tell me what's happening here. Select. Okay, now no exception. Nothing is coming. But look at now. Where is? Are you able to see any insert queries here? Are you able to see any insert queries here?
No.
No. Okay. Select star from product. Are you able to see any data here?
No.
No. But how many objects we persisted? 2 objects. But we're not able to see because everything is a transaction based. Everything is a transaction based. Coming to the JDBC, and the JDBC automatically your transaction is going to be started and automatically it's be committed. But in the Hibernate, it's our responsibility. We need to begin the transaction and we need to commit the transaction. Until we see the commit, we cannot see in the database. That the flexibility is there in the Hibernate. But coming in JDBC, we know to say in the JDBC by default all the queries are all the transactions are auto committed. Transaction means query execution. Is that clear now? But coming to the Hibernate, we need to see the commit. If you want to see the commit, before the moment you open the session, just to try to begin the transaction first. Session dot, there is something is like begin transaction. What is that? Begin transaction. Okay, place this variable into the one transaction variable. Transaction is coming from object hibernated transaction. Now, after completing this persist, just to say transaction dot commit. Are you following our 2 statements? It's our responsibility. We need to take care about transaction, beginning the transaction and committing the transaction. Okay, these things we are writing only for insert, update and delete, but not for other things. Okay, right click, run as Java application. Observe this now. Are you able to see any insert queries now?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Are you able to see any data now?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we need to take care. These are standard steps, guys. But keep in your mind this, we didn't write any create query, we didn't write any update query, we didn't write any delete query. We are not writing any queries, but okay, but Hibernate framework will take care about that. Now, I want to know which primary key we enter. Okay, did I enter any primary key?
No.
No, we didn't enter any primary key, but I want to know which primary key we entered, which primary key is generated. In that case, don't use the persist, but go for save. Okay, save. Now, when you go for save here, it's going to return your primary key value. Just copy this into the integer or int, anything is okay. Int, I want to know the product number, which product number is executed. Okay, just try to convert this into the integer. I'm done. System.println, I want to see that product number. Right click, run as Java application. Second primary key number I'm displaying. Second row primary key number. Are you able to see 2?
Yes, sir.
What is an advantage of this? You remember this. What is the advantage of this? You remember when we discussed about 2 tables, you remember that program? JDBC, see, 2 tables program. When you try to display insert, you remember this? First we are storing into the insert address table. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now once we insert, we are pulling the data from the address number. This address number we are taking. That address number, yes or no?
Yes.
We're taking the address number. That address number we are passing into the product table. Okay, we have done the two steps.
Yeah.
Here we are not doing that. What I hope, because we are here we are entering the address number. Suppose this address number we are not entering. Suppose this address number is generated automatically. Then we should pull or not?
Yes, sir.
We should pull by using select star from max, something like that. Okay, that thing. Look at now. That thing we are going to look at now. Here, that's not required. Simple. The moment you store the record, if you want to pull the employee number, primary key number, then use save. Otherwise, use persist. That's up to you. Yeah. If anyone is having any questions, you can ask now till this point.
Sir, once can I see the contents of the product table?
If you want to, I did get you once again.
No, sir. In the command line, can I see the contents of the product table, the records?
You are seeing now.
But just now you ran the program twice. I mean, you did run the program twice. Why are there only 2 records in there?
That's what I'm saying to you. What we are using here, create. If you go for update, create means what? Always drop the existing table, na?
Oh, okay, sir.
Always drop the existing table, or I would say drop the table and create the table. Drop the table and create the table. I look at now. I made it like update now. Now right click. But data is same data, but only primary keys will be changed. Perfect. Okay. Forget about this exception. Name is already existing exception. Something. We can handle that by using try catch block. We can handle that. Okay. Now, are you able to see how many records now?
Yes, sir. 4 records are there.
That's it. That's up to you. Is that clear now? Now, I want to pull the data. You understood now, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I want to pull the data. I'm good at one more things. Class. Okay, I want to get data. Okay, get product. Get product. Finish. What a first step. Steps are common. What a first step. We need to load the configuration file or not?
Yes.
Come on, guys.
Yes.
Load the configuration file. Building session factory. Up to this, everything is same. Okay. Beginning transaction is not required because this is a select query. For select query, beginning transaction is not required. I told you beginning transaction, coming transaction only for insert, updated DDL operation. You know DDL operations?
Yes, sir.
For this. Now, I want to pull the records now. Okay. Session dot, the method is called get. What is that? Get. Get from which table we are going to retrieve? We are going to retrieve which table? Product.
Product.
That we need to specify. Product dot class. Now, which record you want to pull retrieve? Second record. Okay, which retrieves one product object, product equal to. Okay, now this I want to standard out println product dot get product number. Just I'm displaying for your sake. Plus, okay, product dot get product name plus product dot get price. You guys are with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll try this. Right click, run as job application. Record came or not?
Yes.
The record came. Okay, we can use instead of get, we can use load also. Are you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm using the get. Okay, but I'm going to use the 6. Do we have 6th record?
No.
No.
No. Right click, Java application. I'm saying that I'm trying to say the difference between get and load. What it raised?
Null pointer
Null
exception.
Null pointer exception. It's raising one exception. It's called null pointer exception. I'm using load. Okay, the null pointer exception also coming because you are trying to access. Yes or no? I'll do one thing.
Yes.
I don't want to access. Right click. Source toString. That's better now. I'm going to use toString. Then I'm displaying the product now. You guys are with me? What I'm going to use now? I'm going to use get, but which is not there. Observe this, what it displays. What it displays? What it displayed? Null.
Null value.
Null value. But if you use the load, hey, these are the interview questions, guys. That's what I'm showing you. What it raised?
Object not found exception.
Exception came or not?
Yes, sir.
Exception came. Object not found exception came. What I want to say is, either it get or load, it pulls the record if it is existing. If it is existing, same behavior. If it is not existing, get returns null, load returns exception. That exception is called object not found exception. Are you following now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
The major difference, guys. Get and load. Clear? Next. I'm going for update. Update. Product. Okay, save story. Help me. Main. Configuration. Session dot close. Factory dot close. It's an update. Update means we need to begin the transaction. Yes.
Transaction.
Session dot
Yes.
begin transaction. Are you following now? Are we placing into the transaction variable here? We can place into the transaction variable. Yes or no? We can place the transaction variable, and at the end we can say transaction dot commit. Are you following now? Or else, if you don't want to use that variable, don't use. Just begin the transaction. At the end, say session dot get transaction dot commit. This is also fine. If you don't want to use the transaction variable. Is that clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, I want to go for update now. If you want to update, first we want to pull that. Which record you want to update? That we need to pull first. First we should pull that. How to pull that? Session dot get, okay, employee dot, not employee, product dot class, okay, product dot class, okay. Here I can say now second record I'm pulling, third record I'm pulling, third record. This am I executing? Am I writing any product select query?
No.
No, but try to understand this. Now we got the record. Now if you want to see that record, you can see that record also. Standard order printer, and I want to display the product. Shall we try whether it's coming or not? First we should pull the record. Yeah, record came or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, record came. Now after this we want to modify session not product dot set product name. Okay, this time I'm going to write now, I can write now laptop. Price also I want to modify, product dot set price. Okay, just I'm going to 47,000. After this we have to say session dot, the method is called update. What is that? Update.
Update.
Done. Not save. Save means it creates a new table, new row, sorry. You guys are with me? Okay, now up to this, right click, run as job application. Okay, updation is happened. Now go to this place. Look at the third row. Third row changed or not?
Yes, sir.
Ramya?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Clear, guys? Anyone is having any questions on this? Am I clear?
Sir, can you explain one's difference between save and persist?
Yeah. Save and persist in the sense, save means whenever you see the persist, suppose persist, it not return anything. You cannot guess what value you are getting. What is the primary key value, what you want. Okay, if you want to know the primary key value, again we need to execute one more query.
Okay.
Okay, but coming to the save, okay, whenever you try to store the data, okay, that primary key value, if you want to get that, directly the save method returns the primary key value.
Okay.
We don't write any special query. This primary key we can use in another table again now. Suppose in address table, you are showing the data into the address table. That address table primary key I want to store into the product table. You don't know what is an address.
Yeah.
You don't know what is the address table primary key column. You don't know what the value. Then what you will do? Again, you will write one more query. Select max of address number from address table. We don't need to do that. Understood now?
Yes.
Okay. Delete product. We'll do these all things. But keep in mind is till now we didn't write any queries, right? Yes or no, guys? Did I write any query?
Yes.
We didn't write any.
No, sir.
No.
We didn't write any query. Look at now. And look at now. These things also we are repeating, right? Loading the configuration file, building the session factory. We are repeating, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Same thing we are done in the DB connection. You remember the DB connection we placed in the outside?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Like that we can place these things also outside if you want. You guys are with me?
Yes, sir.
Like that, if you want to play these things in the outside, you can place. Shall we try that? New class. Okay, I can set a factory only. Okay, just I want to write HIB util. My class name is called HIB util. Okay, here I'm going to write static session factory. Session factory. Okay, static block. Okay, public static. It is going to write session factory. Okay, create session factory. Okay, return factory. Okay, inside this, that code I'm going to write now. Copy this code and going to paste here now. Session is not required. Session will open because we can open multiple sessions now. That's what we are writing in the class. You guys are with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Any questions till this point? Yeah, done. Go to the delete product now. Okay, now we don't want to write like this. Okay, first get a session factory object. How to get the session factory now? HIB util
HIB util
dot
factory.
done. I'm done. Same line we can use in all the places. Yes or no? Any questions till this point? But don't close the session here because we can close the session on factory also if you want. Yeah, I want to delete that. If you want to delete that, we need to create one product object first. Okay, create the product object. Product equal to new product. Okay, and set the product number. Set product number. I want to delete the fourth product. After this, session dot simply say delete and pass the product. Is it clear now? First we need to set the product number, then we need to pass product. I cannot pass 4 here directly. I cannot pass like this. Is it clear now? We have to pass product. Now already I told you is a delete. We need to begin the transaction. Session dot begin transaction, and at the end session dot get transaction dot commit. I'm done. Is it clear now? Right click, run as Java application. Observe this. Yeah, delete or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
There is no fourth record now. Observe here. Did I complete all the CRUD operations or not?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Come on guys, I completed all the CRUD operations. Keep in mind this. All CRUD operations. Okay, now, but did I write any queries for insert, save method,
No.
method? Okay, if you want to note down, you can note down this. Okay, there are methods called save method, persist method for insert. Okay, delete method for delete, update method for update, get or load method for retrieve. Any questions till this point? Am I clear? Yeah. The next one. Okay. But if I say get or load, how many records you are pulling?
Just one.
Just only one record. But I want to pull all the records. You guys are with me? I want to pull all the.
Yes.
Okay. If you want to pull all the records, get load will not work. Then we have to go for HQL. Okay. Just 5 to 10 minutes. You're having time 5 to 10 minutes, right? Shall I continue?
Yes.
What do you use?
Yes, sir.
HQL stands for Hibernate Query Language. Okay. If it is SQL query, what you are writing the SQL query? Select star from employee or not?
Yes, sir.
Select star from product. Same way here also we can write select star from product, but we have to write P capital. P capital. Why P capital? It refers class name, not table name. Okay, instead of writing select star from employee, simply we can write product up from product also. This is also fine. You guys are with me? I want to
Yes, sir.
select star, username checking, where condition. Select star from, look at now, product, it where, keep in mind this, whatever query we are writing, these are all variable names. Username equal question mark and password equal to question mark. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but here instead of making question mark, we should say that which question mark it is. 1, which question mark it is. 2. This we need to specify explicitly. Or we can write named parameter. What is named parameter? Instead of writing the question mark, colon, username, which refers table, which refers like this. It's easy to refer. Are you following now? It's similar to question mark only. Or else we can write from. From product also we can write. You understood now HQL language? Like this, small changes, nothing other than that. Okay, but in order to use HQL, first we need to create one object is called query object, Q, query object. How to create this query object? This query object we are creating on session dot, the method is called create query. This method we have to use. Like prepare statement, connection dot prepare statement, for statement, connection dot create statement, like that we have to use create query method on the session object. This we need to do. Is it clear now? Should we try?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right now, right click. Right click, class, get all products. Okay, main method. Okay, this thing is same thing. Session factory equal to. Can you help me? HIB util dot create session factory. Okay, factory close. Factory close. Next session. Open the session. Session equal to factory dot open session close. You guys are with me? Session dot close.
Yes.
Now I want to write a query now. Okay. Now look at now query object. If you want to create as a query object, session dot, the method is called create. Are you able to see what is this now? Criteria. Are you able to see criteria? And are you able to see create named query? Create named query. Yes or no? Like that, there are multiple things are there. We'll see in the future. Create query. Which query we are going to create now? From employee. From product. Look at now, I'm writing the small letter. It's a table. I'll show you the exception, which is going to return query object. Query. Query. Okay, I'll remove this now. I can see query. I'm done. Are you able to see showing the right mark? Class mark.
Yes, sir.
Why
Yes.
mark? Because it's deprecated. Deprecated in the sense old version. Is it clear now? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, okay, it's deprecated. Now what I'm going to do now? Query. Query is available in how many places? Look at some. Hibernate, okay, Java Persistence, Java Management, Query. If you go for Query, okay, are you able to see? It's okay now. It's perfect. In the package called Hibernate Query, this is perfect. But if you take only from Hibernate, okay, it's deprecated. It's an old version. Okay, package in a package. Here, query is an interface. It's available in the Hibernate. That is deprecated, but it's okay. If it is available in the query. Now, what's the package name this time? Hibernate.query.
Query.
After this, whenever you use the from product, how many records you're expecting?
All the record.
All the records. But coming to in JDBC, you remember that in our JDBC concept? Okay, do you remember that in our JDBC concepts? When I go for a DAO, when you put all the records, what we are expecting, what we got?
Result set.
Result set. You remember that? Okay, what we are doing in the while loop, tell me what I'm doing in this while loop. I written this code also. Tell me.
We are converting it into a list.
Who created the list? We create the list.
We.
Okay, who created the employee object? We created.
We.
And who has taken the data from the result set? We are taking the data from the result set, and we are placing the data into the employee object, and we are adding to the list. Yes or no? These are
Yes, sir.
all things who is doing? We are doing. But look at the beauty of Hibernate. There is a simple method dot get result list. Are you able to see? Which directly returns list object, which directly returns list object to you. You no need to worry about these things. Perfect. You guys are with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Look at this now. That's the beauty of Hibernate. I already told you. That's what this code I will use regularly. This entire code. Do you want right now?
No
Not.
need.
We no need to create the list. We no need to create the respective object. We no need to take the data from the result set. We no need to place the data into the object, respective object. That respective object no need to add to the list. This entire thing is ready-made work. List. Okay. For your sake, just I'm displaying here. For each product, system.out.println. Okay, just I'm displaying the product. Okay, for your sake, I'm displaying now this. No need to begin the transaction, no need to commit the transaction, not required. Observe this, I'm getting all the records now. What is missing? Check this.
Mapping.
Product is read it.
P is in lowercase.
P is in lowercase. When the P is in lowercase, it refers table. But already told you HQL deals with classes. What's your class name is starting with capital letter or small letter?
Capital P.
Capital.
Capital.
Okay, whenever you write the HQL query, you should deal with the capital letter. Understood now?
Yes, sir.
So application. Now after this. That about HQL query, nothing other than that. 3 records came or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Done. I'm done. If you're having any questions, you can ask me now. Understood now? Can you try these things in our employee application?
Yes, sir.
Can you try? Shall I try now? Shall I try? What the first one we should take care? Hibernate configuration file. Yes or no?
Yes.
Just copy this Hibernate configuration file. Okay, and going to paste it here now. SRC location. Paste it here now. Done. Then we need to create one more file. It's called mapping file. Class, not class. Right click, new, other, XML file. Next. What should be your XML file? Employee.hpn.xml. It is similar to product. Yes or no? Similar to your product mapping file.
Yes.
Okay, take this mappings, class mapping up to here, hybrid mapping. Everything is same. Okay, tell me the class name, class tag. You guys are with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Give the class com dot info dot. Same story. Where it's available. Model dot
Model dot employee.
model dot employee key capital. What is the primary key? Already we are creating the primary key column. Can you help me? What is the primary key column? Name of the primary key. Okay. Open this. ENO. I don't want to change anything. ENO. Clear, right? We are assigning the value or it's assigning automatically. We'll check this. We are assigning the employee number. Yes or no?
Yes.
We are assigning the employee number. Okay, we'll go with assigned also. We go with generator class. Assigned. Assigned means we should assign. Yes or no? Done. Next property. E-name. Okay. Length. I don't want that much. I want only 20. Okay, we'll try this. Description of employee. I don't know this. I don't know to remove these things. 15, 8, 15. Property. Gender. Length equal to 8. Property. Salary. Username 1515. You guys are with me? I want to use the existing table.
Yes.
That's what I'm checking over there. Length 15. Property. Password. Length 15. This we need to configure into a configuration file. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Employee. I'm done. The remaining everything is same part. Same part. Clear? If anyone is having any questions, you can ask me now. It's a mapping file. Any questions on the mapping file? No. Go to the DAO now. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
The DAO. Now in this DAO, okay, now in the factory, what I want, DB connection. But I don't want DB connection now. What I want now? HIB? Come on guys. HIB util.
HIB.util.
HIB util with the factory. Paste it here now. Now, here instead of dealing with the corrections, now I want to dealing with what? Sessions.
Session.
Okay, I'm taking the session globally. Okay, are you able to see any session watched at Hibernate?
No.
No.
What is the reason? What is the reason? What is the reason? We didn't add dependency.
Dependencies.
Dependency we didn't add. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, just go to the dependency. Copy this. Okay, now paste it here now. Dependency. We're adding the dependency. Copy paste and observe this Maven dependency. It will come. Hibernate things will come. Not here. Libraries Maven dependency. Yeah, it came. Yes or no? All things came now.
Yes.
Now close this. Go to this place now. Session. Are you able to see what did Hibernate now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Session. Okay. Now first get a session factory. Get a session factory. Factory equal to HIB util. HIB util dot create session factory. You guys are with me?
Yes, sir.
Equal to factory dot open session. Any questions in this point? Okay. Now what I'll do, I will open the session in each and every class. I don't want to open like this. I will take only session factory here. I want to open this in each and every method. Can I? That's better. Okay. Yeah. Come to this place. Enter result and everything. Okay. Come here. Observe this. How much code here? Lot of code or simple code?
Lot of code.
Lot of code. Okay. Now what I'm going to do now? Session equal. Observe this. How I'm going right now. Factory dot open session dot. These are all things you know. Begin transaction. Session dot get transaction, or you can use the transaction variable, your wish. Dot commit, then session dot close. Okay,
Close.
that is already we got employee update or not?
Yes, sir.
Look at now how much simple we are going to do. Session dot, can I use persist?
Yeah.
Come on guys, it's a very simple code. But if
Yes.
but add employee is trying to return what, some integer value or not?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Don't use the persist at the time, go for save. You understood Ramya now?
Yes, sir.
Paste that into the one result variable or some number variable. I want to call the employee number. Just try to convert this into the integer. Okay. Now this is an integer variable. Now this is not required now. Now return employee number now. Now do you want this entire code, ma? Look at now how much simple.
No.
Yeah. Observe the add employee now. Anyone is having any questions? Ramya?
Sir, we are using transaction only in few cases. Why?
That's what. Insert, update, delete, we have to use transaction. Otherwise, why we are using the transaction in the sense we have to say explicitly commit. When simple, if you want to do any changes in the table, then we have to say commit. Otherwise, those changes will not be permanently, we cannot see.
Okay.
When you say select, are you doing any changes in the table?
No.
No. At the time, transaction is not required. Transaction are using
Okay.
commit. Yeah. Anup, Pranit, is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
Look at now how much simple we are changing the code. Can you help me? Same thing like check employee. Help me.
Session equal to factory dot open session.
Session equal to factory dot Open session.
Open session.
No need to begin the transaction here because it's a select query.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Close. Next. Can I create a query object now? Query. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Query equal to session dot
Session.
query. Create query. Which query we are writing? I wanted same query.
Yes.
I'm writing
Yes, sir.
query in double quotes. I'm writing same query, but don't the thing is don't
Employee.
write column names itself.
Yes.
Right? Column names itself. Password. Here write colon username. Table name must be capital E. You get it?
Capital.
But these two values we need to set. Yes or no? Generally, how we are setting
Yes.
prepare statement dot set string, prepare statement dot set string, you are using 1, 2. Yes or no? But here,
Yes, sir.
query dot set parameter. Okay, no need to say that 1, 2, 3. Now we have to say username. Okay, this username from where? Employee dot
Employee.username.
username. You understood now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Get username. Same story. That's what I'm saying. I spend a lot of time over there. Don't think that okay, we are in a hurry. We are not in a hurry. It's all things are employee dot get path.
Get password.
Okay. After this, already told you. Query dot. You are expecting one record or more than one record?
More
One
than
record.
One record. One record. Username, password. Only one record.
yeah.
Only one record.
Then are you able to see unique result here? Unique result.
Yeah.
Unique result. Meaning we are expecting only one record. That flexibility is there here. Look at now. Now to write this entire code. Look at now how much code we are reducing now. But we are returning what now? Boolean value we are returning. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But generally we will not return Boolean value. Okay. But I will go with the previous, whatever you are using the version. Yeah, I'm going with this version. In the future, I'll change this one Boolean value. Okay. Now it's going to catch. Once it's going to return, we are going to catch into one object variable. Object variable. This object contains null if this record is available, not available. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, it contains full. Okay. If object object is not equal to null, what I'm going to do now, flag equal to, I want to make it like true. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
It's extra,
Yes.
but this step is also not required if you return object. That we'll see in the future, don't worry. Okay, or else instead of getting the object here, but actually on which table we are working? Employee. I want to deal with the employee. Just try to convert this into the employee. Okay, here also make it like employee. That's better, more better. Yeah, emp. Okay, if emp not equal to null means what? True, else false. Any questions? You guys are with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, this please be in itself. Done. Okay, not this one now. Look at now how much code we are written. You're understanding now here. Okay, and one more thing is this query instead of writing this here, can I write outside also? Come on.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Query equal to place in outside string. Okay, path is such query here. Any questions? Perfect, right? And show
Yes, sir.
it's working or not. Come to this place also. Can you help me now? Help me. Session.
Session equal to
Factory dot.
factory dot
Simple
open
this
session.
code. I'll put in very 2 lines of code. Close. This is common code. This is common code. Okay. Now look at now. I'm going to write one query. Write a query. H query. From. Can I say employee?
Employee.
Yeah.
Enough. Query. Query equal to. Can you help me? Session dot create query.
Query.
The H query.
H query.
Okay. Any question marks? No question mark. Okay. Already we are having the list here. Copy this, paste it here now. Here, look at now. Query dot get result list. Done. Yes or no? Multiple time creation
Yes.
required. So this, you want this entire code now? Delete it. Look at the
Sir,
beauty.
session dot close.
Session dot close. We should close the session. You are filling the subject now,
Yes, sir.
Ramya.
Yes.
Hope you are filling the
Yes.
subject. That's the beauty of this concept, guys. Hibernate. I hope. Okay. Without Hibernate, this is a code. Yes or no? With Hibernate,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
it's a code. But you should understand why I have written that much spend in the sense whenever somebody says that you query.get result set, okay, it returns list of employees. It returns list of employees. Everyone will understand the list of employees. But what's happening internally that you should understand because of this code. Are you following up?
Yes.
Internally, this code
Yes.
is executing. You should think in that way. You guys are with me.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
The ways we are explaining to you. Yeah. If anyone is having any questions, you can ask me now. I'm done. Okay. Same thing. Go to this place. Come to this one now. Open this session dot close. It's actually no. As of now, just I'm going to return some integer value. Okay. As of now, I'm returning, but not recommended things. Okay. We need to begin the transaction now. Ramya,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
why? What is the reason?
Yeah. We are like
Changing the
for
data,
update.
changing the table.
Yeah, changing the data. We need to commit it.
Okay. Now copy this. Now this query. I don't want query. You want query? No, I don't want query. Create an employee object. Employee equal to new employee. Set the employee number. I don't want any query because we are having the method. Flexibility is there. If the flexibility is there, use the methods. Don't write a query. Yes or no? Session dot delete employee. Done. Okay. Just as of now, I'm making it like void. I don't want to return anything, guys. Yeah. Any questions? I'm going to change some code here now. Look at now. Any JDBC code here? Look at now how much simple code it is. Shall we try?
Yes.
Right click. Because, hey, in the previous example, delete return some integer value. Now it's not returning any value. Right click. Run on server. We'll try. Okay. Username. I'm going to get in 1, 2, 3, 4. Working or not?
Yes, sir.
Working or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfectly, it's working. Look at now. Perfectly, it's working. This is about some kind of, not full-fledged, some kind of Spring and Hibernate integration. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
This Java.sql package is not required at all. Do you want this?
No need.
No.
Even this connection is also not required now, right?
Yes.
I don't want that. Okay. Now go to this factory place. In the factory place, I am removing the DB connection now. Can I?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Perfectly remove that. So which one I removed? Model. Yeah. Perfectly remove this. Any questions? If you're having any questions, you can ask me now, guys. You guys are with me? Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
This is not full-fledged Spring and Hibernate integration. Okay, because just we are writing the Hibernate code in the Spring. That's it. If you go for really Spring configuration file, Spring and Hibernate configuration file, Spring and Hibernate integration, we know to write hibernate.cfg.xml file is not required. Hibernate.cfg.xml file is not required. And this mapping file is also not required. You can go with annotations also. Okay, that we'll see in the next class. But till this point, can you practice?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, you practice till this point. I'm sharing every time, na Sake. Yesterday class also I shared already. You are not seeing the yesterday's video. Hey, you should practice daily things. If you are not practicing daily things, it will not work out. You guys are with me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you please try to practice. This I'm going to share in the next half an hour, 1 hour. Just practice till this point. In the next class, I'll explain to you actual integration. First, I'll discuss about some part of integration. Till now, Hibernate we worked with what? XML or annotation.
XML.
XML.
In the next class, I'll explain to you how to do with annotations. Clear, right? Okay. In the next class,
Okay, sir.
how to do with that.
Sir, are we going to have class tomorrow?
Now, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, 2 days we don't have the class, ma.
Okay.
No, not 2 days. You are having only tomorrow. Only tomorrow we don't have the class. Your Sunday we don't have the class. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Our next class is on your Monday evening. Tomorrow we don't have the class.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. But please try to practice. Listening these classes no use until you practice. Please try to complete these all things, guys. Is it clear now?
Yes.
Same.
Okay, sir.
I'm trying to modify the same application. And one more thing is I'm explaining to you guys. I'm working with only one table. You should work with 2 tables. First try with one table. Then after completing this one table, try to work with 2 tables. And just listening the videos, typing the program, listening the videos, typing the program. Don't do that things. Don't do copy paste kind of things. You try to use different classes, you try to use different variables. This video is only for reference. Don't cheat yourself. Is that clear now? I'm writing employee class, you are writing employee class, I'm writing 6 variables, you are writing 6 variables, I'm writing ENO, you are also writing the ENO. That is not that way. If you do like that, you will not get any concept. You should take different class, different variables, and different types of variables. Number of variables must be different. Already you know how to work with employee and address. Try to work in that way. Don't try to copy paste only the same kind of code by listening the video. Try to by listening that, grab the power, and even you practice like this. Try to practice the next time with another class. Is that clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm done. Okay, can you type your email IDs, guys, here? I'll tell you. Otherwise, I'll tell. Can you type your email IDs fast? Anup, fast, guys. Whoever is typing, I will share to the video only those people, not to all the people. Okay, without attending the class, I will not share. I will not share the video. That's up to you. If you want to ask them to share, that's up to you. Fast. 1, 2, 3. Ramya, 1, 2, 3. All share. Tarun, Sushma. Fast, guys. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye. Okay, tomorrow we don't have the class. We'll discuss in the next class. Thank you, guys.